Paper absolutely destroyed Team Heretics. And today we're going to take a look at them cooking on both of their maps. We're going to start here with Pearl, but just some of the attacking rounds that Paper had. I mean, you're going to see in some of these rounds, Team Heretics were lost. Let's start here on Pearl with round number 4, and let's just play it through first and see some of the genius from Paper and then analyze after.
Placing swamp grenade.
Here we go. This is Paper economy on the line in their first buy round. A lot of emphasis towards mid. It looks like they just want to go for a very quick A split, or at least threaten that to open things up. Here comes that double satchel. Hit the push. He can't be getting that.
Oh, there's more where that came from, Wyatt.
Devi's having to deal with Benji. And now you're trapped if your Rien's in A main. He's only good for the one. Minibu needs to try and find a way into the game, but he's at risk of being crunched on here as Forsaken gets the spike down. Clock is ticking for Minibu, and eventually he'll be stuck out of position. It's on Boo. Stuck here for Flowers, and there's not a whole lot to be...
Okay, so just looking at this initially, you might just be like, okay, yeah, this is just an A-split, but I love some of the details that we have in this A-split, because it's not just a normal A-split. This is a very well-concocted, this is the first full gun round, and it's a very, seems like a very set strat, right? They're doing it off-rip, off the barriers. But what I love about this, right, is you're creating a lot of pressure down A main with just one player. Right, and it matters who this player is, right? It's important that this is the Fade, because oftentimes the Recon Initiator, kind of symbolizes maybe where the pack is, right? Especially in a double duelist comp. So you're sending like your main player that often resembles where the pack is down this way, and you're also sending a bunch of Yoru stuff there, right? So you've got the clone here, you've got the gate crash potentially to come back if needed as well. So we're sending Prowler down here, and you see, just look at these guys, right? Look at these two Team Heretics players. They are going to laser focus on this. Probably because they think this is where, if this is an A-split, which, they soon will realize that it is, they're showing more presence coming down here than there is, right? With the Euroclone, with the Fade being in here in A-main as well. So that keeps multiple players, glued to this, right? We're keeping two players glued to this side, whilst obviously, as we see, the majority of the team is coming down here. The next thing to notice, of course, is Jing's movement here. I mean, this is just a Jing thing, right? This is just Jing things, because he's playing Raze on Pearl, which in and of itself is weird enough, but you just don't get movement like that. No, who moves like that? Who moves like that on Raze? Where's he going? Look, he does a full, flip in the air, essentially. And that gets them 2 kills, essentially, right? Not only does it kill Woot, who can't, stay with him, it also then kills Benji, who also can't stay with him, right? I mean, just crazy. Just absolutely craziness. And then as we see, they deal with this kind of second part to it pretty well as well, with a good trade there. And now Minibu is in a lot of trouble. And, initially it looks like maybe they kind of, missed him. But look, we are aware, even if Forsaken is planting, you still got something who is aware, and taking this fight. And also winning this fight, because they were winning pretty much every fight, it felt like, in this game. And it's just a beautiful round from kind of start to finish there from Paper. Now let's skip ahead to round number 8, and this one is actually against an eco, but there are just elements to this that I just love. Again, let's just run it straight through.
Overwhelmed in their position so far, and here's a double satchel play for Jing. Well, you've got A-main control, especially up against this half-bite.
It's a cool way to take A main, that pop flash, double satchel, and they just want to continue this in, teleport from something. Jing with a nade kill, something beautiful.
So again, this is using your double duelist with an Astra to basically perfection, right? This is using your Astra and the double duelist to perfection. So first part is we're taking A main. We're taking A main with Jing, the double recall star here, right? Really cool little idea. On top of that, you got the Fade Prowler coming in here as well, right? So you have the potential here of, if this does reveal someone out here, right, Jing can actually get a spam kill, right? As he's in this kind of recall, as he's in this smoke right now, if someone was out here and got caught by that Fade Horn, we have the potential to just spam them, essentially through that smoke, which would be a cool thing in and of itself. That didn't quite come to play, but now we get the second layer to it, right? And the rest of these guys, they're going to get stalled out, right? There's a lot of stall here. What we're going to get, how we get a nade kill, is because this boombot down here that Jing has thrown is now just going to chase Boo, essentially, right? He's going to run back here. This boombot is going to chase him. He's going to end up running into the nade, and the boombot goes off basically at the same time. So he just dies to the combination of both of them. But if we just watch the map to something's entry here, he's also going to, look, TP into this smoke, right? So he TP's in now. So just the way we've used Astra this round, I think, is super cool, right? The double recall star for potential Fade Haunt spam just here to take A main. Really nice little cool idea to start off with. And then the Yoru TP into the smoke, and now we're basically pinching from both sides, with all this util here as well. Boo is dead. Like, just so many, little, just nice things, right? There's just so many, nice parts to this that are just so cool and are just like amazing. And yeah, it gets them all those kills and the round is practically over. And it's already 6-1 at this point. And this map did finish 13-1. And I think by some of just, you know, the way you're looking at it right here, yeah, this was a destruction. But Icebox, at least on the score, seemed closer. But we're going to come towards the second half of Icebox now, where Paper Rex are on their attack side. And to be honest, this half from Paper Rex was as dominant as Pearl. Right, you're going to see in multiple V-Trons on Icebox as well, Team Heretics are absolutely lost. We're going to start off here with an early aggro A play from Paper Rex, where we're going to get Soveralt coming over towards A, with Jing double TPing, so he's going to TP here, drop down, TP up there, and then just basically send it at the same time. And again, these two players from Team Heretics on the A site, it's not going to go well for them.
Those two, maybe they can get this orb, maybe Root finds a kill, right, but... You're asking a lot. Oh my god, the early Hunter's very double connection!
Oh, that's devastating! This was the round, and Heretics were trying to shore up their heart.
Okay, so a good start from Paper Rex, but Jing just died, right? But now I want you to take a look at something, because this is like a different layer of cooking that you don't often see as well, where we've gone for the A Viper Wall, right? And yeah, this round all the time was just, you know, 5 people go A, so that's fine. But just take a look at what he does, because you don't often see this, where he's going to end up behind this Viper Wall just here, and these guys are going to flood out, and Paper Rex end up winning these fights anyway, because they just were winning every single fight. But even if they lost all these fights, the round is over, because no one checked, because all of Team Heretics are going to come up here. And take a look at the timing he takes, because Benji gets revealed and has to come back here as well. He takes a perfect timing to get into this position, and I said, even if they lost these fights as these guys flooded out, the round was over anyway, because he had 3 kills. It's just that they were already dead. Just like, again, just using this Viper Wall in a way that you don't often see it being used as well. Just Paper Rex things, and again, Team Heretics got cooked.
Benji at least is able to lean in, intercede to find a kill. It is an awful way to start with, and he's pinged out again. He's got to give this ground up. All of the A side now belongs to PRX. Look at the timing though. Heretics trying to get in ahead of this, but Miniview is shut down instantly. And Benji, beleaguered as he is, on all sides, guns are trained at the Killjoy. And that was absolutely diabolical.
And it got to the point where Paper X could do whatever they wanted, and there is no better example than this round right here.
Coming into this with an 80+% win rate on attack. We're seeing exactly why. Deep Recon is going to come through mid, and then something can swing off this with Patman. No one is going to actually be spotted by it. No, Benji caught, and there's a teleport into spawn. Disarray for Heretics.
I mean, this is the stuff that you do in ranked. This is the stuff that you do in ranked that should never work in a pro game. But it works here for Paper X. But again, it's not just like, oh yeah, you know, they TP'd into spawn. There are some layers to this, right? So we put a smoke here, because that's the thing. In your ranked games, when you TP to spawn as Omen, you know, you just do that on your own. But here, we're cooking up, you know, deep Sova darts into, you know, doing like an A split with a TP into spawn. I mean, it takes Paper X levels of madness to even think this, right? Like, who thinks that this will ever work? You see the smoke go in there, yet TP is just behind it. The dart comes in super deep here. Look at how lost we are here. Look how lost Benji is, right? Yeah, he's looking towards the Omen ult, because that's what he's fearing. But look at this. Free kill. Free kill. Absolutely free. Take a look at this next kill. It's going to be free. But, I mean, Boo makes a... This is pretty bad by Boo. And again, some of these rounds here aren't very good from Team Heretics. Like, Boo, if you're in this position, by the way, and you're just like, what on earth do I do? You just pick a side and you fight it. Right? Don't do what Boo does here, where he's going to be like, oh, maybe I should look there, maybe... No, just pick a side. Pick a side and just fight that side. And you might just go 1 for 1, and that's not great, but it's better than doing this. Right? It's better than just, like, looking the wrong way, because you're literally just guessing. Just, you know, if you want to go this way, go this way. If you want to go this way, go that way. Like, both are fine, but just pick a side and take that fight on that side, and just ignore the other side, and your teammates can deal with that. And at least you might get 1 kill, rather than, you know, never getting any, because you're never putting your crosshair in the right position. So... yeah, it wasn't great. This is the thing about this round, though. Paper X actually lose this round. This is the thing. This, again, looked close. And Paper X lost this round, and they lost another 5v3 right after as well. But that's the thing. Apart from Paper X kind of, you know, doing the old Paper X thing, where they choke big advantages and take, you know, 2 aggressive timings and whatever, like that from Patman. Like, apart from them doing that, they still were cooking Team Heretics. Like, they were still destroying them at the start of these rounds. you know, they could have had a pretty much flawless attacking half here. And you would think after losing 2 5v3s in a row that might, you know, make Paper X a bit nervous. I'm sure some of the Paper X fans, you know, were certainly feeling a bit nervous. They've seen this script before on Icebox, but it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. It just so happened that they happened to have thrown 2 5v3s, right? But other than that, they continued to just absolutely cook them. I mean, Patman, let's just talk about this, right? This man was given the space of the Mongolian hordes, right? He was just causing them problems left, right, and center. But I mean, I'm being honest again. It's not a great reflection on Team Heretics because he's just doing normal Icebox stuff, right? Yeah, Viper lurking mid or, you know, through B on Icebox. Like, it's not like Team Heretics haven't seen it before, but it looked like it was like going back in time to like Nats 2021 when no one knew what was going on, right? But you'll see here again. The Omen, I mean, this is the thing as well. The Omen, again, is going to cause them a bunch of problems here. You would think, like, oh, they're just not used to playing against Omen on Icebox or whatever. There are multiple EMEA teams playing Omen on Icebox. I'm sure they will have scrimmed against them. But again, just watch this as Jing is just going to TP into smoke. And Team Heretics are just lost again.
PRX had to be satisfied with a little bit of damage onto the Neon, but Minibu also has that overdrive and already. Here's Jing again. They are never ready for Jing. From the top rope, he's able to find his... Rien's claps back now, has to drop to the side. This is good anchoring. Can he do with something? No, the shorty.
And so, yeah, we don't have all of the Team Heretics comms and points of view here, but this again is, I mean, this VOD review this is a burn the tape type VOD review for some of these rounds from Team Heretics. Again, they're just lost. And again, the timing is nice, right? Forsaken is actually the one who gets that first kill. So, like, it's a good timing by Paper X here, you know, in terms of the swing as Jing's coming out here. Forsaken, you know, swinging. They've got Devi up here as well. You know, like the synergy, the teamwork is all good by Paper X. Yeah, sure, nothing wrong with that. Also, take a look at this. Patman's staring this way. He still wins this fight against Benji. I don't really know how, but take a look at it. How did that happen? I don't really know. A quick little sidestep it looked like there on the map. But just again, Team Heretics getting absolutely rolled by pretty much whatever Paper X did. They were getting rolled. And then I'm not even going to say anything about the last round we're about to show. Because again, just take a look at Rien's here. Just absolutely lost. The turret is going to get broken right by him. And he's just running around. They were just absolutely cooked.
And you would typically see from Omens on this map something. Connection. Wow. Damage for damage.
Yep. They both take a hit there. Ice Fury now being deployed by Rien's. What is there to find here? Comes up with nothing. Patman hears him. How is he here already? The conditioning utterly broken on the side of Heretics, and now it's up to Boo again. 30 points of health to try and slow the PRX train down, but choo-choo, baby. We have more than left the station.